Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we're talking about the tragedy of the telepaths. This episode shows that the plot has thickened since we were here last week. Now, last week, as you recall, the telepaths had confined themselves really to their section of the station and had sealed off all of the entries and exits. And as security tries to cut their way in, they find that things are put in the minds of the workers, like there's a bomb on the other side, I can't go any further. And the time that it takes to get somebody else to come down just adds to the time that it takes to do this. The captain decides to take this into her own hands and goes down and meets with Byron, the leader of the telepaths herself, through means of going through air vents, which one of the things I find in just about any kind of show like this is the air vents are big enough for people to go through. In fact, they considered this small because she could only crawl through it. And I have to give it to the special effects team. They used vacuum cleaner hoses and particle board that was screwed down. It looked very much like something some carpenters threw together for this. Certainly, they didn't waste any money building sets on this particular episode. Nevertheless, the meeting doesn't come out in any way that's very satisfying for the captain, and so she calls in Alfred Bester and, of course, Walter Koenig once again, chewing the scenery delightfully in this episode, where he brings in a team of psychops and some of the telepaths that are in the open part of the station start a shooting battle. And this is contrary to all of the rules of the little commune that was set up down there, and this, of course, is ruining everything. So last we hear, Bester is going to take care of all of this, and certainly the way he takes care of it is not going to be the last thing that we hear about this. In the meantime, there is some problems with that was also established last week of some unknown force that was taking out ships on their cargo runs and got all of the aligned worlds basically blaming each other for it. And with the telepath saying, we know your secrets, they become even more paranoid. And so with all of this going on, it has created a situation that President Sheridan is barely able to get himself out from under. And what he's done is the same as what the captain has done, is kind of a temporary fix that's not going to hold. So we see what's going to develop in the next episode. Also, by some accident, Jakar and Londo discover that Jakar's former diplomatic aide is imprisoned. She was thought dead, but she is imprisoned in one of the holding cells in the palace. And while Londo does not yet have the power to just say release her, they do a little bit of skullduggery that takes care of this. Although as he's releasing her, she says to Londo, I will kill you the next time I see you. And he said, you'll just have to stand in line for that. So that's the episode, and there is more to come, and we know that a lot has been set in for what's going to happen next, so we hope that you will join us next week, and we'll talk about it then. Meanwhile, this week we have another visit with Professor O. We're going to talk about heist movies this week, so we hope you'll join us on Thursday, and until then, don't go far.